Wow. Listen to that customer beef. Ever happen in your shop? Chances are that it has. And it's a good bet that this is the way you felt. But because you like to do a good job and please the customer, you've gritted your teeth, smiled, and tried your darndest to get things on the right track. And perhaps in some cases you felt that the customer did have a beef.
You can say that again. Take me, for example. I've been a Buick service man for quite a few years. I like my job, and what's more, I'm sold on Buick. But like you said, every once in a while we run into some service wrinkles that just about drive us nuts.
You sound like you have something special on your mind.
I sure do. Body water leaks, especially at the front pillar and the side roof rail on Rivieras. It seems that every time I fix one leak, another one pops up.
I know what you mean. But, as you know, problems like that come up every once in a while in all service shops. Your cooperation with Buick and Fisher Body Field Service has solved your problems in the past. This same cooperation can solve your body water leak problems. It can help you find and fix leaks to the complete satisfaction of the customer. In the case of body leaks, the problem can be solved by application of two basic principles. First, find the exact location of the leak. As you know, a leak can't be fixed unless you know exactly where it is, right?
Right.
Next, use the proper materials and procedures as covered in your Buick service bulletins for repairing the leak or leaks. Now let's apply those two principles. Like I said before, it's important to find the exact spot the water enters. That's because sometimes it gets in at the outside in one spot and emerges on the inside at another. For example, a break in the seal at the top of the windshield may be where the water enters, but it runs around and down and may show up on the inside at the bottom corner of the instrument panel. In some cases, it may be more than one leak. A simple spot water test will tell you quickly and accurately. Here's how. Use a small stream of water and direct it against the windshield seal, starting from the low points and working up. Have another man inside the car to let you know when the water starts coming in. After a leak is located and repaired, proceed to test the entire windshield for the possibility of additional leaks. Now, here's another good example. Water may be getting through a small break in the drip molding seal and run down on the inside between the inner and outer panels over the wheel housing and into the rear seat compartment floor or into the trunk compartment, or both. To find the leak, run the small stream of water from the low point up until the leak or leaks are found. This same technique of checking from the bottom up applies to locating other possible points of leak, such as the rear window, trunk, center pillar, and front pillar.
Well, that certainly makes good sense. Now, how about front pillar leaks? How can I fix them so they stay fixed?
Okay, but first, let's remember an important step in dealing with leaks around door areas. Check the door alignment first. Then correct the alignment if necessary. In some cases, shimming of the body may be necessary. I'm sure that most every Buick body technician knows this principle of aligning the door first, but sometimes forgets it in his anxiety to fix the leak. In some cases, alignment of the door will actually repair the leak without further work.
I guess you're right. I learned that the hard way. I went through the job of fixing a leak and then ruined it by aligning the door afterward. Did I feel stupid?
I know what you mean. Now, let's take the case of a front pillar leak, which is so small that it's hard to find. But we know it's there because the insulating mat near the pillar stays wet. This type of leak can often be remedied by installation of a rubber deflector and 1/4 inch drain hole. Let's see how this job is done. First, remove the sill plate and pack it with caulking compound in the area we see here. Next, trim off the floor pan deadener at the base of the front body hinge pillar if it interferes. Then clean off the old sealer in the area Now apply auto body caulking compound into the space between the body hinge pillar to floor pan brace and the floor. Then drill a 1/4 inch hole in the lowest part of the area. Next, get a front body hinge pillar water deflector and cement it to the floor pan. On Riviera and convertible models, be sure to cement the ends to the sill plate and floor pan brace. On sedans, the deflector extends from the sill plate to the cowl panel reinforcement. To complete the job, trim off the jute at the bottom of the floor mat for an area slightly larger than the deflector takes in. This will prevent wicking.
That sure looks easy.
It really is. Now let's look at another repair procedure on the front pillar. Some 1950 cars were not equipped with front door hinge pillar weather strips. Absence of this strip may be responsible for a leak. On cars equipped with the strip, it may be damaged, thus causing a leak. In either case, the leak can be corrected by installation of a front body hinge pillar weather strip. The addition of this strip is basically the same on all models. Let's see. On cars with a damaged front door hinge pillar weather strip, remove the weather strip and clean off the old cement. Do not remove the rubber filler, which is in the check link recess. On cars without the front door hinge pillar weather strip, install a filler to provide a smooth surface at this point. Next, seal the front door hinges. Remove the cover plates and apply a continuous ribbon of auto body sealer around the edges. Then fill the depressions above and below the hinges with auto body sealer. Replace the cover plates and wipe off the excess sealer. Now you're ready to start installation of the new weather strip. On models equipped with the rocker panel type of front body lower hinge pillar weather strip, cut away about a 1/2 inch of the weather strip to allow a clearance between it and the wind hose. On convertibles and Rivieras, loosen the front body hinge pillar finishing molding. Now, remove the cowl trim pad, the wind hose retainer screws, and the door sill plate. Next, apply weather strip cement at both sides of the front body hinge pillar. Next, apply weather strip adhesive to the new strip. Note that the new strip is molded in a 90-degree angle and is fitted around the corner. When the adhesive is tacky, put the weather strip in place on the pillar. Start at the bottom and work up. On convertibles and Rivieras, insert the top end of the strip under the pillar finishing molding and retighten the screw. When the weather strip is firmly in place, reinstall the wind hose retainer and the cowl trim pad. Use auto body caulking compound to form a small dam on the rocker panel. Also, punch a 1/4 inch drain hole in the bottom of the area dammed. Now to finish the job, form a 3/4 inch joggle at the front end of the door sill plate. This will allow any water that drains down the weather strip to reach the hole in the rocker panel. Replace the sill plate and the job is done. Here's another source of front pillar leaks, especially on cars which have had heavy front door use. The front body hinge pillar sealing strip may be worn or ripped, and the sealing may have worked loose. In most cases, this damage is in the portion above the top of the upper hinge. This condition can be corrected by replacement of only the upper part of the sealing strip. We'll see how after the operator turns the record. With the hood and front door open, loosen the part of the upper door weather strip which overlaps the sealing strip. Next, remove the sealing strip retainer. Then loosen the damaged portion of the sealing strip and cut it off. Clean off the old adhesive where the sealing strip was attached to the body and door. Next, apply adhesive to a partial sealing strip obtainable from the parts department. Cover the area which will seal against the door. Also, apply a coat of the adhesive to that part of the door which the strip will contact. Now, with the door closed, place the partial sealing strip in position on the door. Be sure to place it under the door upper weather strip. Then cement the upper weather strip over the partial sealing strip. While slowly opening and closing the door, position the body side of the sealing strip. Allow enough fullness at the top so that when the door is open, the strip will not tear. The strip should be cemented around the corner of the body hinge pillar, at least 1/4 of an inch. Also, allow for enough fullness at the bottom of the strip to prevent a strain when the door is closed. When you've found the right position, mark it with a piece of chalk. Then, cement the strip in position on the body with weather strip adhesive. Be sure that the new partial strip overlaps the original sealing strip. This overlapped joint must be cemented. Replace the retainer on the body. Be sure the curved end of the retainer fits tightly around the body pillar.
Say, that looks like it ought to do a nice job on the front pillar. Now, how about the side roof rail on Rivieras?
Coming right up. Leaks at the side roof rail can be easily fixed by replacing the present weather strip with the new bulb-type strip, and in many cases by merely installing the new type rain deflector kit on the body. To install the new bulb-type weather strip, first remove the old weather strip. Some early models had a continuous weather strip which extended over the rear quarter window. In these cases, cut the strip at the forward end of the rear quarter window. Next, install a new bulb-type strip into the retainer. Work it in as shown. Install about 2 inches at each end. Then work out both ways from the center. It now must be checked for vertical and lateral adjustment. With the door open, the clearance between the horizontal lip of the strip and the top of the door should be 1/16 of an inch. Use waterproof cardboard shims between the retainer and side roof rail to obtain the right clearance. Be sure to use sealer on both sides of the shims. Next, check the lateral clearance. With the door closed, the distance between the chrome window frame and the lower lip of the bulb weather strip should be about 1/4 of an inch. Adjust the weather strip retainer if necessary. In some cases, the door window may have to be realigned to obtain both vertical and lateral clearances. Satisfactory operation of this seal depends upon the accuracy of these clearance dimensions. To finish the job, cement the rear end of the bulb weather strip to the rear quarter sealing strip and the forward end to the windshield pillar. Then trim the horizontal lip at the front end to prevent it from interfering with the upper door hinge pillar weather strip on the ventilator frame. That help solve your problems?
Well, it's sure going to be a big help, believe me. Thanks a lot.
Good. But here's something else that can help you a lot more. Buick Service Bulletins and Fisher Service News. They give you step-by-step instructions on how to fix body leaks. They are sent to your dealership twice a month. These bulletins are written in down-to-earth language and are well illustrated with pictures and drawings. They give you practical methods for performing any service and adjustment operations the easy and the foolproof way. And what's more, many of the methods have come from men like yourself through reports by Buick and Fisher Body service field men. Believe me, they're complete. The procedures you've just seen are all covered in these bulletins. In addition, they show you such things as installation of a door rain deflector to the body, new style rear quarter window front lower filler strip, and body lock pillar weather strip at the wind hose.
Say, these are all right. Trouble is, this is the first time I've seen these. But I'll make sure I do from now on. These will help me fix body leaks and satisfy customers the easy way.
Right. But let's also remember to observe some basic principles of fixing body water leaks before, during, and after making repairs. They're plenty important, too. Before starting the job, clean and dry repair areas before proceeding with sealing or cementing operations. Water, oil, or dirt will prevent proper adhesion or sealing, thus ruining the repair. Likewise, during repair, follow drying time directions when using adhesives, cements, and sealants. Even the best job can be spoiled if it's not allowed to dry properly. And after the repair, water test again to make sure the leak has been corrected. Then you'll be sure that the customer is satisfied. It's like I said before, there's an easy way to fix body water leaks satisfactorily. First, spot check for water leaks reported by the customer. This will help you find the exact point of the leak quickly and accurately. Remember, finding the leak is often the biggest part of the job. Next, check door alignment in all cases involving leaks around the doors. Frequently, alignment of the door will correct the leak. Third, use the service bulletins. They provide you with the latest and best field-tested and factory-engineered methods for making repairs. Fourth, use recommended materials and parts. And be sure to follow the directions, especially as to drying time. And when the repair is done, water test the repaired area to make sure the leak has been fixed. Follow these 5 steps in working on body water leaks, and you'll be taking the sure way toward changing body water leak complaints from this to this.
And I just know you can fix that little thing in a jiffy.
You bet we can.